Hi, Mike Swanson here. How are you doing today? I want to talk to you today for a second because there's some things I feel like I need to answer or address because I've been getting some emails from people on my free email list. These are all new people that have signed up recently, and they keep asking some similar questions. So I want to answer them in this email. And the main concern they keep asking is, why am I making these videos? Why am I sending you all this free information? And they want to know, do I have an ulterior motive? Am I here going to sell you something? And the answer to that is yes, but not right now and not for quite some time. And I'll explain that to you in just a second. But first, I want to tell you that my goal is to give you more or better information for free than you can pay for anywhere else. I'm trying to give you good educational information that surpasses stuff you may spend thousands of dollars for. Because I know from experience that there's a lot of shoddy stock trading information out there where people will just charge outrageous amounts of money and they're not even real traders, and there's stock trading services where the people don't even own the stocks or they're paid to promote stuff. And I know that because when I started out in the stock market myself, I suffered because of these things. I started at $15,000, I turned that to $50,000 just by pure dumb luck in a couple weeks. And then I spent a couple $1,000s buying books, buying courses, going to seminars, just getting all this information and filling my brain up with all this stuff. But then when it came to implementing it, I still lost money. And I had difficulty sorting the good stuff from the bad stuff. Until one day I got down to $7,000 and I realized I was either going to have to start making money or I was going to end up losing everything I own in my trading account and being knocked out of the stock market game forever. So what I did is I spent a day laying out all the different things I've been reading and learning and trying to apply. And I told myself I had to come up with one simple system that would enable me to get in the best potential trades with the least amount of risk so I could jumpstart my account. And I did that and started making big money and haven't looked back since then. And those techniques and things I learned are things I'm trying to teach you and share with you in these videos so you can get those kind of results for yourself too. And it's been over 10 years since that day, and since then I've made lots of money in the stock market. I managed a hedge fund for a couple years, and of course I had this trading service, and I'm making these videos that you are seeing now. But when I first started putting anything on the internet, all it was a simple free email list that just went out to about 20 personal friends of mine. What I do is I go through the stocks every single day and mark out the ones I was interested in buying and share that with them. They'd give me feedback and look at their ideas. It was like a little close-knit club of people. And next thing I knew, they started passing that information on to their friends, and it grew to 100 people. And then I actively decided, well, I'm going to start trying to grow the list myself of people on here. And next thing I knew, there's several thousand people. And then I started charging for a service to narrow down the number of people I had and just, dedicate myself to really taking this seriously. And since then, this email list now has 50,000 people on it, and there's a good number of people that are premium subscribers too. And that's the second part of all this, is the premium service and how I have this set up. Like I was saying, I try to give you the best information I can for free with zero hype, unlike other people, not all this crazy pitching and trying to sell you this and that and all this kind of stuff that you see so much of everywhere else. Instead, I just want to really do the best I can to help you, and with the goal in mind that if I can prove myself in this information and really get you started in the right direction, that you're going to see how serious this stuff is and become a serious customer at some point. And the way I structure the premium service is I keep it closed to new subscribers almost all the time. You can't buy it now as you're watching this video. And then I open it up about 2 or 3 times a year to new people. It usually sells out really fast. And the reason I keep it limited like this is really 2 reasons. First of all, when people sign up, they get a lot more educational material, a lot more specific stuff. They get ebooks, a bunch of videos, and so forth. And then inevitably they have feedback and questions about this. So right after people sign up, I usually end up spending about a month really helping people one-on-one with their questions like this. And this is something that I really don't have the time to do all year long, so I keep the people signing up in bunches like this so that I can take out some time to really give the people the more attention they need after they first sign up. After they're on the service for a month or so, they really typically don't need as much help, because that first month really is like a boot camp where it gets them up to level and up to speed. So things kind of die down for me like that, and then I can just keep the focus on the weekly commentaries and so forth. And then the other thing about it is it's not just education material I give, and it's not just stock picks like the typical stock picking service you see so much of on the internet. What I do is I post my real portfolio, my real positions, the number of shares owned. I send out alerts exactly when I buy something, exactly when I sell something no one else does, because this is real. And I want you to see and learn from real trading, not just stock picks. And that's information that I really don't feel comfortable giving out to the whole world and making available to the whole world either. Because if you have tens of thousands of people following something like that, it may have an effect on the stocks I own or stocks people may buy as they've heard about them from me. It may have a negative effect on them, and I don't want that. So I try to keep the service limited to a certain number of people too. And so anyway, below the video you'll see information about when the next time I plan on opening it up is. And until then, I'm going to continue to give you more great information. I'm going to give you some specific videos that you're going to need to keep an eye out for in content about the trends in the market that are happening now that I think you need to be paying attention to if you want to make money, no matter if you're an active day trader or someone that's a long-term investor, just owns a 401k or mutual funds. You got to keep your focus on the long-term trends and direction of this market and how that's changing, because over the past couple years we've seen all these incredible gyrations in the stock market that could really have made you lose a lot of money or have actually made you lots of money if you knew how to handle them and do well by them. In 2008, I made over 50% shorting the stock market. In 2009, in the summer, took a big long position, and I've been benefiting from that, and that's carried over into things going on in 2010 and so forth. So keep your eye out for more of these videos, and seriously consider signing up once the service opens up, because I know that will take your trading and investing to a whole nother level that you'll be able to, once you're in it, look back just a month or 6 months from it and be amazed at the type of results you can get once you learn more about the market and really get some hands-on expertise about it. So I'll be talking to you later, and thanks for listening today, and there's more to come.